I mean, it's, the rocket goes, well, actually, I guess maybe it is. Like it's rocket science. I have on here, let's see, I have, what do we got going on over here? I don't know what's happening there, folks, but I got over here, rocket goes up, could go down, could go boom, you know? And then I started with the E stuff. E equals, am I hungry? I tell you, man, I tell you, I am here today, folks, with my weekly space update. Welcome. I'm glad you all are here today. Was trying to do a little math here earlier and trying to figure out exactly the complexity of the angle of the dangle versus how I'm going to actually get into a rocket and go up into space. You feel me there? I want to be an astronaut. Yeah, that's right. I want to be an astronaut. You know what? I will be an astronaut. Yes, I will. Tickets to space. Tickets to space, folks. That's what I'm talking about. This is my weekly space update. And it goes something like this. Space tourism is an emerging industry with a few companies offering tickets for suborbital and orbital space flights. Yeah. Come on over here a little closer. How's that? That better? A little better there? Suborbital flights, companies like Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin are the main players offering flights to the edge of space, not the far edge of space, our edge of space, right? Experience. If you go up with those two companies, Virgin Galactic or Blue Origin, passengers experience a few minutes of weightlessness and stunning views of Earth. But you all know I want to go for much more than stunning views. I want to go to Mars. Stick with me, you'll find out more. Duration of those companies, their flights typically last around 90 minutes with a few minutes of weightlessness at the peak, right? Those are suborbital flights. The cost for those, sorry, I got something going on over here I got to take a look at. And, okay. All right, we're going to give it up, sir. What? I don't know what I just said. You know what I just said? I don't know what I said. Ticket prices, though, right? Ticket prices have varied, with Virgin Galactic initially offering tickets at $250,000, increasing to $450,000. Now that's with Richard Branson, and later reports suggesting prices closer to $900,000. Blue Origin ticket prices are not publicly listed. No. But you do need to give a $150,000 deposit. That's what's required to begin the reservation process. Auctioned seats on earlier flights have gone for significantly higher prices, such as, are you ready for this? Such as $28 million for the first seat on Blue Origin's New Shepard 2. What do you all know about the New Shepard 2? How about Katy Perry supposedly going up into space? That was just a publicity stunt from what I've heard. Shame, Jeff Bezos. Shame on you for letting me still sit here when you should be putting me up into space so that I can right the wrongs of William Shatner and now Katy Perry, so that I can get Blue Origin in front of SpaceX on missions into space, to the moon, around the moon, to Mars, and further on. Orbital flights. Let's talk about that for a minute. SpaceX, in collaboration with Axiom Space, has sent private citizens to the International Space Station. Oh my goodness, what I would give for that. To go to the ISS experience, passengers spend several days in orbit conducting research and experiencing life on the ISS. Wow, that would be cool. And I could go live every day from there, right? Missions can last for days or even weeks. How about the astronauts that went up and stayed up there for months, right? Cost, ticket prices for orbital flights are substantially higher than suborbital flights. Axiom Space missions to the ISS have been estimated. Are you ready for this? This is where the wealthy people are having a blast. Axiom Space missions to the ISS have been estimated at $55 million per seat. Wow. SpaceX Starship, that's a rocket that's going to look similar to this, that goes up on a booster, and then the booster detaches and comes back, and this goes on. That's the Starship, right? That's what I'm hoping to get there at some point. They aim to make orbital and lunar missions more accessible, with potential prices just under $10 million by the year 2030. Look, I'm not looking for $10 million rides. No, 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 no. Or the stratospheric balloon rides. Now, this one is doable if you all want to help out there. Companies like Space Perspective and Worldview, haven't heard of Worldview before, I'm going to have to look them up, plan to offer high altitude balloon rides for around $125,000 or potentially as low as $50,000 by 2030. It's been noted that space tourism is still very expensive. It's a very expensive endeavor, primarily accessible to high net worth individuals. Not primarily, it's only available to high net worth individuals. Someone like me in the trenches of life here, doing the daily full-time hustle and grind for a lifetime and then retiring to live a little bit of life on the end of a long life, for me, impossible. Or is it? You see, it is possible if enough people out there share my videos enough, get the word out enough that social media, the algorithms, the water pump that pumps social media algorithms attracts the right philanthropist. Whether it's a $125,000 balloon ride up into space or something further, I'm ready. I am so ready. Got here, space travel inherently carries risk and companies prioritize passenger safety. I'm not worried about my safety. Nope. I'm worried about getting my butt up there. So space, tickets to space, and that's how I started this, was tickets to space. I just did a Google search and an AI search. Ranging from $125,000 to $28 million, depending on the company and the destination. Companies like Blue Origin, Virgin Galactic, and SpaceX are offering space tourism experiences. They're doing it right now. They're offering these experiences. But they are currently reserved for the wealthy. I want to ask one of you wealthy people, if this comes across your stream, can I have your seat? Just one. Can I just go up one time and come back? I'll do all the work from there. Trust me on this. I got a plan. Here's a breakdown of costs and options, and just another breakdown on that. I did highlight some stuff on here, though. I wanted to put SpaceX has sent citizens to the ISS on previous missions. We talked about that at $55 million per person. A report suggests that seats on SpaceX's first all-civilian Starship mission could cost $2 million each. And of course, Space Perspective offers a stratospheric flight in a pressurized balloon-based capsule, $125,000. I'm going to look up Axiom Space. There was another company on here I got to look at, but I'm just not going to give up. I almost gave up on this morning. I thought, in fact, what was I thinking? I thought, well, I'll just do something different. And I was going to do this. Today's update, today's weekly space update will not be seen this week due to a general lack of interest. And then I thought, a general lack of interest? Whose general lack of interest is affecting me? It's none of you, not one of you. No, it's my lack of interest. And then I thought, why am I having a lack of interest? Is it a lack of interest of going up into space? Is it a lack of interest of maintaining the social media algorithm pump? Is it a lack of interest of having to go live every day for the rest of my life? Because I made that commitment? And then I was reminded, you know what? I made the commitment of at least a minimum of a minute every day. So simple. So no matter how complex all of this gets, it might be rocket science, It just very well might be rocket science. But time will tell. It always does. Folks, have a great day. On behalf of myself and my family and my friends and all of you, I am SubaruSteve Montgomery, high-fiving out here in the beautiful resort city of Virginia Beach, which if you follow these directions, you'll find your way here. Have a great one. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.